everybody, we're the Sunshine Tourists. Today we're at Universal Resorts and we're going to be going to both parks plus City Walk because today we're doing the holiday tree hunt. And with your purchase of $13 plus tax, you also get this really cool commemorative holiday tree hunt ornament with Earl the Squirrel. So let's get started. All right guys, so here is the map. I know it's probably pretty easy to use, but for me it was pretty confusing, so I'm just going to give you a little pointer here if you use this map to do the holiday tree hunt. You have a store. So the first store that we went to was the Universal store, and that is store number 7. The tree number in Universal was number 26. So if you go to the decoder, number 26 is I. So then you go down here and you find the number 7, which is the store number, and you put I where the 7 is. I hope that makes sense. It took us a little while. We had to have a lot of eraser.
So we're going to kick off our adventure in none other than Islands of Adventure. And we go to the trading company, which is number 4 on the map. So let's take a look at the tree, guys.
I really like the tree topper. The Islands of Adventure sign is cool. All the cool exploring gear and the colors.
Yeah, for me, the colors on this tree are just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I can agree more. The earth tones of the tree just look amazing. They fit with the theme of the store. What do you guys think of the medallions they put on there?
Those are very cool.
Yeah, I like them because they represent the islands of the park. It's really neat.
Yeah, they did a great job with the tree, as always. But definitely a beautiful, beautiful tree. So that was tree number 11, which is letter Y. And if you look at the number 4, that's where you're going to put the Y. Next store we hit on our map was Island Market and Export, and that was number 12. So let's take a look at the tree, guys.
For me personally, this was one of my favorite trees. I love all of the candy ornaments they put on it. And the colors.
I really like all the candy canes and gumdrops on it as well. It's really cool.
Yeah, all it did was make me hungry. It's not my favorite tree. I think it's really, really pretty, but I had a few others that I really liked more than this one, but it's a really pretty tree. So that tree was number 9. 9 is the letter S on the map. That was store number 12. So 12 is S.
The next stop on the map is Marvel Superhero Islands, the comic book store, and this is number 1 on the map.
So before we really get into the tree, I would say that this has a ton of stuff to look at. I got a lot of footage of this tree just because of how much detail they put into it. You could probably spend 5 minutes looking at this tree and still not find all the little hidden things they put into the tree. But what were some of your guys' favorite things that you saw in the tree?
I liked the tree topper, Spider-Man busting out of the building, the arrows in the tree from Hawkeye.
My personal favorite was the Thor hammer and the Captain America shield. And the beautiful colors.
Oh yeah, they had some great colors, and I like they did make it like comic book theme colors, so it wasn't just your ordinary traditional holiday Christmas ornaments, although there are those colors in there as well. But I mean, you have purple for the Hulk shorts, you have red for Spider-Man, you've got purple for Hawkeye.
They did a beautiful job.
I love the tree topper, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, you can't
go wrong with Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's got to be there. That was awesome. So this tree was also a number 9, which stands for S again. The store number was number 1, so the S goes where 1 is. The next place we go on the map is Toon Lagoon, and that takes us to Toon Extra, which is number 14 on the tree hunt map. So let's take a look at the tree.
So I personally really like this tree. It took me back to my childhood. Seeing things like Betty Boop, Rocky and Bullwinkle, and Popeye, all cartoons I used to love and watch.
I really like all the pencils and paintbrushes on the tree, the Ripsaw Falls sign, and Rocky and Bullwinkle, pretty cool too. All the ornament colors are nice.
And you can't go wrong without a dagwood on the tree. It's making me hungry again. You got Dudley Do Right, and then you got Wimpy, which I think he says, I'll gladly pay you tomorrow for a hamburger today, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, something like that.
Super cute tree.
So there's Betty Boop, which you can see in the park as well, which Aiden's got to do. She made him blush a couple of times.
The Popeye and Bluto's Bilge Rat Barges sign's really cool on the tree.
And that tree was number 10, which is letter O on the map. That was store number 14, so that's where the O goes.
The next stop is at the Velocicoaster store, which is located in the Jurassic Park area at the Discovery Center. It is number 6 on the map.
So I think we can all agree, we're all fighting to say it's our favorite tree, but I think it's all of our
Absolutely.
favorite
100%.
Definitely my favorite tree of all.
This was one of the trees that actually had a line formed to take a picture in front of it. I don't remember seeing any other trees that did.
No, that was the
No.
only one.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. What did you like the best?
I like blue coming out of the front, that's neat, and all the hats.
Me too, and I also like the fence they have behind the tree, the hot fence.
Yeah, that was that was pretty amazing. And like I said, there was people standing in line just to take a picture in front of that Christmas tree. So they did a great job with that tree.
And this tree's number was number 17, which is U on the map. That was store number 6, so that is where the U goes.
The next area is in the Lost Continent, and it's in the All Hallows Eve Holiday Boutique, which is number 13 on the map, and if I'm not mistaken, it's your favorite store.
It is one of my favorite stores. I mean, who doesn't love Halloween all year long?
They do a great job of decorating the store for all the seasons. Now let's take a look at the tree.
I really like the Frankenstein electrical top of the tree. That's really neat, I like that.
I love everything on this tree just because it is Halloween related.
And just in case you missed him, the Invisible Man's there decorating the tree.
Yep, in secret.
Awesome tree though.
Yeah.
That was tree number 5, which is letter N on the map. That was store 13, so the N goes on the 13.
And the next area takes us to Seuss Landing. And as you're walking through the Who's singing some merry cheer, it's going to wind up taking you to Cat, Hat, and Things on the map. That is number 8, which is a super cute tree. So let's go take a look at it.
For me personally, I really like this tree because it reminds me of reading all the stories to the kids when they were little.
I like all the hands coming out of it, the fish at the top balancing on the ball as the treetop. Really cool tree.
Yeah, they got a lot of cool references, and the colors just match the theme so perfectly. Nobody does it better than Universal when it comes to theming out a theme park.
And that tree number was also a 5, which also stands for an N. The store number was 8 on the map, so that is where you put the N. So now we made our way over to Universal Studios, and we're going to start off in the Universal Studio store. It is number 7 on the map, so let's take a look at the tree.
I really like the giant nutcracker tree topper as well as all the tiny nutcrackers on the sides.
I thought the pine cones on the tree were very pretty, and I really love the colors. Beautiful colors on the tree.
Yeah, there's a couple of trees on the map, as you'll see. They're a little bit harder to see. This one right here, there's no mistaking it. When you walk in, you're like, that's it. Definitely very colorful. We love the nutcrackers. We have a few in our house during the holidays, but definitely a beautiful tree. And this tree number was tree number 26, which stands for the letter I on the tree list, and that goes on number 7 for the Universal store.
Next on the list is the Brown Derby Hat Shop. It is number 3 on the map, and let's take a look at that tree.
I thought this tree was absolutely adorable with Earl the Squirrel sitting right on the very top.
Yeah, I like how they use this tree right in the center of the store. It was a neat centerpiece. Very neat looking. I didn't know it was Earl the Squirrel on top when I first looked at it. I thought it was an angel. Then I was like, wow, it is Earl the Squirrel.
Yeah, this tree's got some very good colors on it, some nice ornaments.
Cute Tinker Toys.
Yeah, and they have a Jack-in-the-Box, which is Michelle's favorite.
Absolutely not my favorite.
It's also a reference to the movie Elf.
Absolutely. So you see that, I guess there's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. And then they have a couple other Tinker Toys in there that'll bring you back to the old days. That tree number was number 18, and that stands for the letter E on the map. And that was in store number 3, the Brown Derby. So that is where the E will go. And the next stop is Universal Tribute Store, and that's number 11 on the map. And in case you missed it, we actually did a video on the Tribute Store last week. But now we're looking at the tree inside there, which is Earl the Squirrel's family Christmas tree. Let's take a look at it, guys.
This is a very bright tree, very nice lights and a lot of really cool decorations on the tree.
My favorite thing on this tree is the very top. It's Earl the Squirrel's truck.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that too. I like just the living room that it's in. It's really cool. It has a fireplace and it's got his chair right next to it. So for me, it felt homey. I just wanted to sit there and take a nap. So pretty cool tree. And this tree was also 18, which is also going to be E. That was 11 for the Holiday Tribute Store. So that is where the E is going to go.
Next on the list is E.T.'s Toy Closet. This is number 9 on the map. Let's take a look at that tree.
I personally was disappointed in this tree. It was definitely my least favorite of all.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think they could have done a lot more with this, don't you think?
Yeah, I kind of wish they had Elliot and E.T. on the bike as the tree topper. That would have been really cool.
Yeah, they didn't really. I mean, they have some great trees this year, so this one was a little bit of a disappointment. I guess those are supposed to be planets, but that's about all the uniqueness they had. And that tree number was tree number 20, which stands for the letter T on the map, and that's going to be 9, and that's where it goes. The next stop on our journey is MIB Gear, and this is number 15 on the map. Now, I want to take a little bit of time to talk about this tree because I personally love it because it brings back a lot of memories of kicking Aiden's butt in the game.
Whatever.
All right, I'll give it to you. You won the last couple of times, but look at the tree. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's got all the targets stuff on the tree. That's pretty cool.
That's my favorite part is the little gun that they use actually on the ride and the targets.
Yeah, I really like the way they did this tree. This is an awesome tree. It's colorful. Can't say more about it because we love the ride. Every time we come, we try to make sure we have time to at least ride this ride one time.
Yeah, definitely my top 3 rides in the studios.
Definitely one of my favorites as well.
And the MIB Gear Store number tree was 2, and that stands for W on the map, and that goes where the 15 is.
Next on our list is the San Francisco Candy Factory. It is number 5 on the list, and let's take a look at the tree.
So I don't know much about factories, so I'm just gonna say that I love the colors on the tree because they are very beautiful.
Yeah, I like the stuff they put in there because it does look like a factory. They have a bunch of knobs and pressure gauges. I like the gears.
Yeah, I like the gears and the giant smokestack at the top.
Yeah, they did a great job of theming this one out because it looks like a Christmas tree you'd find in a factory, or I guess a candy factory. So that was tree number 10, which stands for the letter O on the map, and that is store number 5, the San Francisco Candy Factory, and that is where the O goes. Okay, so that wrapped up the last tree in both the parks. Now we're in City Walk and we have 2 trees left on our holiday tree hunt. The first one we're going to go to is at the Universal Studios store. And this is number 10 on the list. So let's take a look at the tree.
So I thought this tree was very beautiful. I love the big gold Universal sign at the very, very top, and the colors are amazing.
Yeah, it really is reminiscent of old Hollywood. It just has that feel of old glamour. You got the gold. It's got that almost black and white feel, even though it's not black and white.
Yeah, and they also got all the old Universal Studios pictures from all the different years.
Yeah, the logos are pretty cool. I didn't know they had that many logos. There were some pretty neat looking ones in there. The number of this tree was a 1. It looked like a 7, but it was a 1. That stands for the letter H, and that was for number 10 Universal Studios City Walk store, and that is where that letter goes.
This next tree is our last stop on the holiday tree hunt list. It is the Universal Legacy store. It is number 2 on the list, and let's take a look at the tree.
So this is probably one of my favorite trees because it has all of the old rides that used to exist at Universal Studios. Awesome tree, awesome detail. This is something they should have done with ET, I feel, because they missed a lot of opportunity with the ET tree, but they missed nothing on this.
Everything on this tree is my favorite, from the rides and the colors.
I really like the Back to the Future DeLorean. The first time we were there, I actually did not see that. And all the really cool ride vehicles that you used to have when you went on the rides.
Yeah, you can see Earthquake there. That's an awesome old ride. Love that one. And then they had the tram ride, so Kong was in there. But they do have Kong now, Reign of Kong, so you can still get to see him here at the park. But that is really cool. That Jaws.
The boat ride
Oh,
was
man.
a very
Oh,
cool
yeah.
ride.
I miss that so much. And Back to the Future. God, even though it got me sick every time I rode it, I still miss the ride. So that was the last tree, and that was tree number 18, which stands for the letter E on the map, and the store number was number 2, so that is where the E goes. So now, for those of you who've been following along, here's the big reveal. See you in the snow. Kind of sounds familiar. Okay, everyone, that wraps it up for us today. You know what the secret phrase was now, see you in the snow. But for us, as always, we'll see you in the sun.